Power to the people. I'm going to entitle this video, if I end up posting it, "The left is lost and the right is wrong." I am a radical, not a liberal, and I support global revolution, and I work on my own personal spiritual liberation. Right now in the USA, the so-called left-wing movement is lost. There's no vanguard party. There's no coherent ideology. And our forces are confused, scattered out, and not united together. The right wing, in terms of being conservative to the point of being reactionary, of being racist in its policies, is wrong. So if it was a toss-up, I would choose the left wing over the right wing. Yet the whole concept of left versus right could be considered a fascist co-op to keep our mentalities divided, to keep us at each other's throats, to keep our mentalities divided. We are on earth, we are one people. I am first and foremost a humane being. I strive to have compassion towards people. It's not always easy. Then I relate to myself as a Chicano de Aztlán. So, as a Chicano de Aztlán, I don't have any gung-ho, America right or wrong mentality. Right now we need to think in terms of the big picture, let our minds flow in a stream of consciousness. Cosmic consciousness, global consciousness, personal consciousness. There's different realms and different levels of consciousness. So I see that we need to have a global consciousness that comprehends the practical necessity and logical possibility of a global revolution. Right now, corporate capitalism controls the world's economy. I'm not talking about a local, regional socialism. I'm talking about a democratic socialism on a worldwide level. We've never seen that in human history. Consider, despite the evils in history of Russia, China, and God forbid North Korea, who at one point were considered model revolutionary societies, have degenerated. They were pushed back and stomped down by the power of global fascist corporativism. So we need to look at it anew. If you know a better coherent ideology for having an economic system, having politics that relates to the people's basic needs, and the people's dreams and desires. Share it with us. You know, the term socialism is defective because we're not looking at just a society. We're looking at a form of globalism, a kind of new world order. You know, to think that we don't need any kind of central machinery or central administration at all. You know, borders, if not overleaps the absurd. You know, I relate a lot to some of the ideals, a lot of the ideals of anarchy. You know, not being under the control of any authority. My primary authority in life is the Creator, as I comprehend Creator. Yet, I'm realistic. I'm realistic. I live in connected reality. So we need to have a coherent ideology. I propose global democratic socialism as one possibility, and understand right now where we are here in the USA, we're living under fascism. You know, heard today about they got the warrant out for Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, the truth warrior. And the Obama regime has been more counter-revolutionary than the Bush regime ever was. Maybe because Obama's more devious and he's more photogenic, got that magic smile. So we need to see, you know, what's going on and engage in criticism and self-criticism. Look at ourselves as being in a matrix, you know, of interconnected liberation movements, interconnected causes, interconnected agendas, you know, and keeping in mind that our basic survival needs are the same: food, clothing, shelter, medical care, quality education, 5 basic needs. Along with those needs, we have dreams and desires and great ideals. If we have to relate to connected reality, not get wrapped up in the left-wing adventurism and go too far ahead of where the people are at, the masses. Revolution is made by the people, not by any great genius or any movement. You know, they're made by the people, and the people have to be reached out to. You know, I can't reach out to people if I'm anonymous with a hiding behind a mask. You know, so I'm out here now. So we need to be real practical minded and go beyond, get out of the whole left wing mentality. You know, that's off balance. That came from not even last century, the century before. You know, Google the origin of left wing, right wing terms. Google it. Do your research. Do your homework. I'm not going to spoon feed you. I'm just sharing, you know, where my head's at. And hopefully this will stimulate other people to share where their head's at. You know, what's going on in their mind, or what's going on in their spirit. You know, we're a mind, body, soul. So we need to see that the so-called left wing is lost. You know, Occupy Wall Street has pretty much faded out. It was great. It was beautiful while it lasted. It was not. It was not meant to last. There was no open leadership, no accountability. See, there was no political party. There was. It reflected a general anger and dissatisfaction and a general grievance about the whole screwed up situation in the USA in terms of the minus 1% of the haves versus the plus 99% of the have-nots. And Occupy Wall Street should have ran someone for president. We need to kind of get a gauge of what kind of support that it had. And we saw what happened there. So now we need to look at electoral politics not as a grand strategy that our whole lives revolve around a political campaign, but look at electoral politics as one tactic among other tactics that we can use. Don't get stuck on one tactic. Use your imagination. We can. Now we have the internet power. Back when I was growing up, back in the day, late '60s, early '70s, we did a petition. You had a piece of paper, people signed it. Now I just get online and, oh gee, I gotta click that. Oh God, I gotta click that. I gotta put my name. Oh gee, we're out there in the streets. So count your blessings. Use internet power. If you're smart, create your own internet channel. I recommend a Twitter account to kind of centralize stuff and create a blog. Create a YouTube channel. Just create. We're barely beginning to learn how to use the damn internet. We're barely learning how to work our computers. How to take care of our computers. We need to look at whatever extra computers we have, giving them away to other people. Increasing our general literacy. Teaching people how to read and write. Getting everybody online that we can. And continuing to communicate, to dialogue, to express yourself, and to vary what you do. We live, I live online, offline, and in line with life. So it's a balance. It's a moving balance. So just continue to, hopefully you're doing something constructive. You could just be jacking off for all I know. Get real. People are dying. People are suffering. You, just one individual, can make a difference. Just do what you can to love yourself, do your personal inventory, and to share. Sharing is powerful. So is forgiving. Forgiving is powerful. This is just my spin for now. The left is lost and the right is wrong. Namaste.